Wabutre no betimi achire wa NAM1 Islam Technologies. Omu US ni abrochire de number betimi reaching here 571-379-8933. Number ni 571-379-8933. Ghana so the other number ni 054-687-5600. Number ni 054-687-5600.
Memo akwaba na mamo ajo medeni KOFI adoma wanwani se wo hwe ewo KOFI TV so a yemo akwaba se wo hwe ewo ye YouTube channel so a mesre se subscribe button na wase ho no mi aso na subscribe na beka abusua no eho ebi sanso na wo hwe ewo TV Africa so a yemo akwaba yani TV Africa ewo da partnership and inti yan content no se de wo hwe no KOFI TV so na ya sign ede ama ewo TV Africa so na enwumrei enkoma babedi eye nkomo a emu edoye ye wo ho ene ete ye se yache NAM1 ewo Dubai na eba ye no asemu na ebi kan se eye nokre ebi se eye nokre tie di achi a efrefre nipa yenim wo mo anim se wo mo eben Ghana anyahwe musi Ghana na mu ewo Dubai didi nkomo a ema eba se ensem bi sa APAP ewo Dubai yedi hon komo ye wo ha ne yete se delegation every Ghana akopiemu ewo Dubai wo mo koye no wo mo antumi amfa na na apia mensa amma Ghana NAM1 amma meka se woda so ewo Dubai ehon nsem no aye bebre na anwumre ye babedi ho enkomo a opani obetumi aboa yen eye obi a waben ewo Ghana ne amama yen kitahudie kan international diplomacy a enye obi a ne tumi eye obetumi asori akọ oman bi so enso se wonim wo mamamre ne kwan ye fa so tumi ne wo mudi nkomo a eya na eden WAHAB eye international diplomatic consultant wasan si amaya hodo bi anamu kura wa Ghana banks ahodo bi kura so wasan si wo mo anamu e wa Ghana memo no wankasa ahye ye ne nyina emu eninti ye ne bedi enkomo afasa asem ho ye wi ana mate ewura kakra sesi ana police for the statement aba se womo a interrogate ene opani Canada Japan edi nkomo afa eye abranche a efa ne se waya nurse body pa sabre yaboni tu akum no no achi no mane opani kwasi nyantachi nso edi nkomo ma interrogate ono nso enti se ni pam yenu ene other people eno no police for entity ni pa comporting a wo ma interrogate wo mo imagine adwen e wo ho especially I take international dimension because BBC abamu America just pani bi atwe krata de akwa omo parliament se be ya omo ema opani Canada Japan kra mani nsi America bio enti no imagine adwen wo ho on that side say oyo obi a efa na amama ya hodo nkitahudie no waben ewo mu na imagine adwen ewo ho eni nti ma metwa me homra na me nkope me omama royal chocolate bi mfantomanum me ba opani WAHAB Mama nakwaba.
Whenever you're grinding or climbing and the energy's low, rolling, moving and grooving and the things go slow, whether chilling with your lover or on fire for dough, if you need a break, holla, bite, smile and flow. Mama Royal Chocolate is the way to go. From 100% premium Ghana cocoa. For work, friends, family, oh that's for sure. Mama Royal Chocolate, hey, give me some more.
Delicious.
Incredible edible happiness. Cocoa Shenum. It's your Mama Royal Chocolate, dear. It must be the world's richest real chocolate made from 100% premium Ghana cocoa. For bulk purchase, ring 0501-322-584. That's 0501-322-584. For the family and friends and workmates too. Mama Royal, Mutsu.
Delicious.
No, don't mommy be.
So wo pen computer school be boa teachers no wa botre no betimi achire wa NAM1 Islam Technologies. Omu US ni abrochire de number betimi reaching here 571-379-8933. Number ni 571-379-8933. Ghana so the other number ni 054-687-5600. Number ni 054-687-5600.
I wanna share with you, and you can share with me. Come, let
All right, you try your whole yaba bedi yen common said ya mekan no. Opani Farouk WAHAB. Aya ya makwaba.
Coffee majors.
I feel share panso.
I think committee.
Sa fi share.
Sound should share me.
Oh, Debbie o me check here now na America.
I said when over to be na na there.
But unya na the topics yi ma say na aye difficult na pese obeka ho asem but fa che ya na betumi how was akwan so
Normally.
yeah.
Enyama obiani.
First of all, Mama shares here on this yate say Interpol you declare NAM1 wanted. Interpol kwa kopena chiro. Interpol na ankasa no mo ben wo international relationship my education kakra. What does it mean? Ghana for ensika kwedi obi ho na wadwane call man bi mu a yetumi declare no Dubai Interpol betumi alcohol. Any kind of that education from that end.
Okay, coffee mamicha na micha chief.
The
Bible said touch it.
No correct.
And indeed, and say yana your education no say sometimes we try say obema nipa be explanations. It takes a little bit dimension, but that is the beauty of the game. So obiasu to make sure because one person or thoughts and reasoning will not represent the whole of the masses. Because nyansa I say nini pabakutu. Okay, Interpol. Simple put, international police. The international police will serve and as a servo like, if you will, an organization or a union of countries that affiliates or be joining international police, so that omunyina bit my ejumabo, bit my share informations. Say arrest be a bit my solicit the partner. So what I say, say ombuano. And your countries in Ghana joining the Interpol. There were a lot of countries that only Interpol unit. And so watch even Ghana police. I've not done the research, but I know say they joined the Interpol not in the very olden time, no. And change in your unit because some of the police home size in Uswa into ultimate critique, and the Interpol requires a certain amount of energy. We hear a certain experts be you have to train them, and it costs money to train international police because of the legal aspect and the dynamics. And this is why will be a Interpol director. The person in Ghana must be well endowed in international relations and also about the legal international laws. In your countries in India and the Interpol unit, but the international police as it is, what they do is they operate on strict guidelines. What are the strict guidelines? Strict guidelines is it doesn't follow the normal basis of other countries or policing system.
Okay. But
they source their inspiration and their infos and their powers also from the coordinating and the collaborating partners. And police now on or partners say Ghana or Interpol unit no or so with the Interpol and then the other partners will share information. But critical point if you are share educate on it is how does the Interpol operate? How do they go to other countries to arrest?
Yeah.
I found NAM1 case typical.
Yeah, that is where I'm driving to.
It was quite intriguing. Say, Interpol's arrest of somebody, if not declared or declared fugitive, in a country be now all advertising the arrest. I find it amazing how it was possible. Ghana even before the delegation left here, I've not been told say Interpol na neko, but it was declared say he has been declared wanted by Interpol. Kofi, it is not true. And it wasn't like that. Interpol, let me give you a small background of the Interpol.
Interpol, you declare will be an idea by Interpol list as well.
Yes,
okay.
In a way.
Okay.
But the Interpol is regionalized. Regionalized is a omu region beyond operations and in the headquarters. And so I watch here worldwide, the whole Interpol, omu yusu Lyon in France as the headquarters of the Interpol. They did that because non person enjoy the city Lyon neutrality even within the French policing system. No, Lyon no ewa neutrality and inti no keep headquarters for. Okay. Either than that, ask yourself, say, you were Scotland Yard, that is the British intelligence unit. You were the CIA, you were the FBI's, you were the Kripo, the G9 of Germany and all those countries. Adena, Lyon, and France, and the Koye. So France itself now what Interpol headquarters or another Interpol unit within the French police. It does not mean that the Interpol worldwide and headquarters Lyon, sa Interpol, the same Interpol, and run the cover France. France is one Interpol unit.
Okay.
But what I say?
Okay.
Now let's look at the regionals. Interpol worldwide, regions, and I say jurisdictions, KOFI 7 pay. Only 7. They did so that superpowers, Russia, France, UK, United States, China, and the country be a one who dimbiano was me Interpol or Kobebiano or she jacket no akochubi. It does not work like that. Until the 7 Interpol regional offices worldwide and Africa and 2. Because yana you crew no light in what Boneba bit Makoshe baby intin yam my 4. What I say? 4 no a Côte d'Ivoire region, La Côte d'Ivoire, or your Interpol headquarters for several years West Africa. And in the olden days now man for brandy because of Interpol headquarters or more brandy hofo boanye for ofo boanye say or your CIA agent. Okay. And the Interpol abakruma, but that was not the case. They took a cognizance look of a nearby application near show policy in nearby war at that time or infrastructure or facility to handle the Interpol head office and to look at the 17 West African nations. Are you getting me? Yeah. Interpol Côte d'Ivoire and headquarters war to take care of West Africa. Then when you go to the south, Zimbabwe, Harare, regardless of Mugabe Nini Bibian, they were able to position themselves to have the Interpol South to take all the southern states, South Africa, Angola, South, Botswana, and then all the frontline states in Swaziland and Komine, Lesotho, Ominano, they come under the South. Okay. Then Kenya, Nairobi takes care of the whole Eastern Africa, which is also very big. You're talking about part of Congo, you're talking about Tanzania, Uganda, and then Rwanda, but the whole Eastern African belt in Inana. That one also falls under Kenya. Okay. Then you come to the Central African Republics, Cameroon, Guinea Equatorial, Gabon, Congo Brazzaville, Bongi, that is Central African Republic, and all those Central African republics in Inana are falling under Yaoundé, Cameroon. So you have Yaoundé, Cameroon, La Côte d'Ivoire, Zimbabwe, Harare, and Kenya. Okay. For the whole of African 57 states, continental. Okay. Aden ma Arab states in Ibi. Yamumbu because of the temperamental spirits, any anger wo muntem. Ya maybe from the upper equator, Sudan, Bebia, Eko, Chad, Ubian, Mti Chad for fall under the Central African. Also ban Djibouti, Munia, Dadinya, they fall under Kenya. Ethiopia or follow under Kenya. What do I say? Okay. Thank you. Now, let's look at Asia. They don't have any regional office in Asia. Not to the best of my knowledge, because there are 7. The whole Europe, as big as Europe is, best intelligence operations in terms of policing is Holland. Nevertheless, Brussels is where they kept the Interpol regional head office for the whole of Europe, which France includes that. So French police Interpol operate under the Brussels. They don't operate direct to the Interpol headquarters, because headquarters is the assembly plant of all the Interpols of the world. Now you go to the the South America, Buenos Aires in Argentina. That is where they have the Interpol's headquarters. For the South, Brazil, Argentina, Nicaragua, all those South American states. And then the Central American, the Latinos, El Salvador, San Salvador. El Salvador, the country, San Salvador, is the Interpol. Okay. And to share the balance in that, North America, Yamamubi, but Omu unit. Okay. Canada, or Interpol unit, but Yaman head office. Panama, Yamani unit. And this is how Interpol operates. And before so before jurisdiction, they work the same way Ghana police works. Mihu hawa kantaman to police. no we free has say so okoya arrest our Gambaga over a case Gambaga police and in charge.
Okay.
Crime is unburied. Arrest can be effected by any police, but when it comes to matters of international borders, you fall and then go straight to your jurisdiction. And when Ghana were advertising, say, you declare NAM1 wanted into
Yeah.
If you go on the records of La Côte d'Ivoire, which is the headquarters, there is a red flag no red flag raised on the board because the terminology was rien assigné.
Meaning?
Nothing attached, nothing assigned. Into Ponchi name Kofi Adoma, rien assis. As the Côte d'Ivoirians will shorten it, rien assis. Nothing attached, nothing is found. At what point do you go to Dubai? So in any case, say true say Interpol now raise the alarm. Is the France Interpol, they will liaise and coordinate with their effective partner within the Arab Peninsula, within the Middle East. Say ampa arrest we waha. Mon coordinated the arrest in Côte d'Ivoire, further release to Ghana. So it is not proper and it is not correct and it's not possible. Say Ghana Interpol could have worn their jacket and go to the street of Dubai. I'm a Ghana Interpol, maybe NAM1. What are some of the possibilities? It is not possible. It must be,
so
it must be a capital dream.
You remember how a delegation call, you know, how your own interpretation to it. But then NAM1. As I may rap NAM1. NAM1 issue, no, the gravity, no, and knew the level, say, the Interpol.
Every issue reaches the level, say, Interpol. Every issue reaches the level not being even accepted by Interpol. Because when it comes to commercial transactions, say, a commercial transaction, strictly Interpol operate with strict guidelines. And to say NAM1 issue, no, the Interpol will take a look at, is it not an issue that borders on the state and the police of that country to resolve? What kind of transaction is that? It is purely commercial transaction, banking from a local system. Then Interpol will sit down and analyze. Nipano transaction is here in Norway. The boy was in Ghana. Airport to burn for 2 years. The boy leaves Ghana airport. So what is Interpol doing for you? Do you understand?
Yeah.
It was a case in discussions. The case of NAM1 was in flight, flying in Accra, flying in Ghana, all the quarters. And yet he went out of the country using your frontiers in Interpol or So this is a case that is called local or domestic issue that will have been treated as a normal commercial case. In any case, Kofi, Mitrobi de Meka Banchi. Obia Tomeka Sava Wentria, Ojani Kocha Togo. Nama ko Interpol say, Obi de Meka Monko Chenimani. Na Togo force so Interpol police no maba. Say Obi be clear Nenema Wentria Togolese agent Bika. Waba Accra Interpol Mumfanemra. Interpol will now then say Wabe resort into a normal domestic policing, and that is not their work. It's not part of the strict guidelines. So you cannot just get up and invoke the usage of Interpol to arrest, whereas you have the local powers, and Ghana police undoubtedly has the gravity and the size to be able to keep in, coordinate arrests, which they do. And they have not. They are recommended, or they are commended by a lot of other institutions worldwide. What Ghana police are, or no serve even the United Nations operations. And at what point, and I want to handle one single soul, a commercial transaction, a woman newspaper tabloids on daily basis every day. Then the panel step out was the Interpol man. What am I saying? That one is one. Two. Country na Interpol ko you obi ohono. Den crime nom de kwa koche no. You and I have been informed. We've been told say Dubai for hold on up.
Yeah.
Rare interpretations and explanations Kofi Amaye. Is he under arrest? Has he been arrested? Is he in police cells? Is he in prison? Or house detention, house arrest, or he's just on hold up? Yajin a passport.
Which do you think?
Kofi, none of the above.
Hey. You think that NAM1 yencheno?
Kofi Yachina. And a yenya delegation, so babaho.
Yeah.
And year called Dubai. My fears and my worries is very simple. There are matters where you have to resort into the foreign intelligence services to lead the attack using your foreign ministry and your ambassador. And thank God, your Ghana ambassador, Ewo Emirates, the region, Abu Dhabi, your general consul, Ewo Dubai as a city commercial center. Enti, say NAM1 a open, and you are talking about bench warrant. Bench warrant issued in Gambia, Banjul, Harare, Dodoma in Tanzania. It does not just, you just flash any bench warrant and say, yeah, you should not district court, call Interpol, General Court, it does not work like that. It is when you see the channel of the foreign services that bothers with diplomacy. Now, Komini Ghana for embassy for Nakasa. Then the Ghana ambassador is the one who has sworn into the king of the Emirates. Then they will now tell you, say, layers and deal with the foreign minister. And the foreign minister would in turn also handle to the Minister of Interior, subsequently to the police. Now you follow on. So before Senka delegation in Bakono, they have what is called a mandate, or they have what is called a rendezvous, which is an appointment. They didn't have any rendezvous. They were not invited by the Attorney General. And precisely, Ghana Attorney General does not work outside the jurisdiction of Dubai. Bearing in mind, say, your friends, the kingdom states, the 6 kingdom states, you know, they don't join a lot of some of these things. Which are the same kingdom states? You know, the Saudi Arabia is a kingdom state. Qatar is a kingdom state. Bahrain, Oman, Kuwait, and then the Emirates. And then Jordan and Morocco of the Arab Peninsula. These kingdom states, you don't come there with any kokomini kind of a document or any just because a delegation. No. Because they result and they only stick and take instructions from the king. If it borders on foreign, either the king or the crown prince. In most cases, their crown prince is their foreign minister. So, before Sobekono, the foreign minister is aware. The crown prince is aware, or the king. You cannot go on the streets of Dubai. Now do airport, now go for yellow book. Now we show maybe address Attorney General. Now okay, many Ghana Attorney General. They don't work like that, because any kingdom, before even you talk to a police officer, it must seek the instruction from the king. That is why we call it a kingdom state. Did we explore and use that kind of avenue or window? Answer is virtually no. Not to the best of my knowledge. But per what happened in India, because if they had allowed the Ghana embassy to operate diplomacy in collaboration with the foreign services, that foreign services intelligence, they can now later and find out, take notes and real case scenario. BNI does not work in Dubai. Ghana Ministry, how do we call it? National Security. It is a name, yes, it is your national security. It doesn't operate in Dubai. And you can't go there, say, whether you're a national security director or whatever, you cannot go and effect arrest. Bear in mind something Ghanaians do not know. That particular country, Dubai, it is what? A concept city. Real. A service nation. It's like Singapore. It's like Buenos Aires in Argentina. Service nations, KOFI. What do? On produce BBA, but on or a popular, and no digin sika. And sika be Roma, intimin pio. Me patch what I say. It is not different from the Las Vegas state. Las Vegas in America. A service city. And to be the sika be shahwa, masa, and ye easy. And we didn't assess all these things and know the terrain with which we were going to operate, because they didn't want any advice. To me, in my view. Okay. So if they really wanted an advice, now we can Interpol issue. You can extradition. Yeah. We can Interpol issue there. The first bus stop should have been La Côte d'Ivoire. You lodge the application with Côte d'Ivoire for them to assess the gravity of it. Say this case can pass the test of an Interpol arrest. France, give us the authorization and then allow us to move in. You don't need Ghana police there. They will arrest and bring him. But this is the case. I will say it was national akodi Dubai no what say ya cheno since November January December 7th na December 7th no ekwan hini fan of fire wo de koye afi na wate so a preparations no all the fundamentals, the processes, the routes, the guidelines as you follow with your embassy, no, you didn't do it, and you didn't know that you were operating with a kingdom. Now, Dubai being a service nation, some quite crown regional street so, and discussion between Rudin Kroma, Massa want to mention no. Yanya rest or kingdom nations are coupled with the fact that a service city, a country ordinary key, a British boy. And will design a concept. Wama a ho abayes a destination. But don't forget they paid for the cost of building Dubai. How did they do it? Before I say Dubai, I'm popularizing. I'm confer nipa bi to say Michael Jackson. Any a chain fee, say Michael Jackson Street. I what and two got down on her. It's expensive. You confer Maradona that time no from Argentina. Now or murder case or Argentina on a trial. Didn't ko share her. Because people wanted to see Maradona is an icon. In the street or two, so no, and the value went out. That is a service nation. And what they are building crew no daho. But what I say, Obia Dubai, but other international dynamics of it, which people don't know. Dubai now, the Emirates, it creates problems. Emma only neighbors, making it the only sole safety and safe haven within the Arab community. And so, where Kuwait to cry no whisker or person be Dubai, non so me who so on so agini din service nation. Enti so be fesika no de ko rekrom ho. Na so odi ana wakoye business bi na benefit omu a. Na so ba beje no na o arrest so ba beche na. Kofi adana dimension na me find it difficult to understand which the communications ebi ana respect na omni mayen and I said nobody owes anybody a respect. And he said say no question or the obika Dubai any ache no na mo nipa 7 mo fa mo ho botai etina play mu ekodi the other hotel say mo kochina na Dubai de mawa who goes to pay the Dubaians the Emirates one the betria saka no how possible or the obika Dubai yenya na chi no Dubai na oso afa ho na so cause the ka o Ghana did you have negotiations na mo kwa no Kofi ska kura mo de kwa you can only pick him or plead to bring him down where I say can no deal hono ukutua me patwom koneska don bagim
we are not aware of that
enti se unkotua ka dia negotiations na akoye ne ka wode no watwe awie na momoko negotiate some de ne ba mukru any one leading to what we read you and I can be say almost say a free BB extradition.
Yeah.
Kofi, then again for education and for the purpose of public to understand say extradition is a pact. It's an agreement, it's a contract. It could be an extradition of a higher scale, not an agreement per se, but MOU, memorandum. Those ones, they do it by transaction. Transaction a case by case basis. What are some of the cases? The case in say Dubai for an Emirates, our fugitives be omabedi Ghana.
Abonefo be achi omagu police for.
Ebia omono aye Dubai for abedin sama na Ghana achi om.
Okay.
Ghana jailing nda yesi enyino. Na Dubai den delegation but so no you will not allow them. Entin kanana apia case in Dubai no. Dubai says open na apia there. Fa ne breme. Menko for ne bra. Na mo ma meje na apia. Enu ye MOU a transaction. Extradition law ni ho agreement ni ho. But we betima use the window. Any one.
Okay. 2.
Ebi a Dubai for a wanted person or more penache no abesha Ghana. Because the person took advantage, say Ghana need Dubai any extradition pact. Inti machine WAHAB. Now Dubai is telling you, say, you need extradition agreement, but for the Ohonbra never NAM1. And we be my exchange, Any memorandum of understanding under the extradition through a transaction. And one transaction be. But one critical thing that they do not know, say, the human rights lawyers worldwide say even Dubai for NAM1 edene Ghana someone finding kwa any lawyer can raise a red alert flag at the airport of Emirates to impede and stop or block the extradition to happen. Reason is very simple. They know say Ghana need Dubai any extradition law pact meaning some of the number have bikuno. Typical case scenario Ramazan Russia Nibia 5 years ago, ABC Russia Baha, so Mbabe Fanako. It didn't happen. One, it was a commercial transaction. Two, Ghana invoke say the laws of Ghana, Supreme Court, Appeal Court, High Court, we don't have pact with Russia. And extradition pact and agreement, you can't invoke it overnight. What do you mean for one day? Because so throughout the years now, other than one exercise here, Ghana for DJ Dubai for DJ WAHAB. And in a long time, the country need taking steps. No, the population need grow. Only country where commercial activities. And to Dubai, Mumia signing extradition. Na boni baha yetimachi musumbaha yetimi dinaba. Ye transaction ba kubisi ya musi yakwa kwa jinaba. Ni yakwa shese ye negotiate. How do we use words like that? Negotiating with what? Cassava or banchi? You don't negotiate like that. So that one was completely a flaw.
Delegation call no negotiation you think it was not necessary?
Kofi, I would not sit here and say blast it off, but I'm saying maybe they could have allowed themselves to allow the Foreign Service, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Foreign Service Intelligence, and their embassy to lead the attack, follow the process, build out the process. Negotiations, that is discussions, and the processes could have started from that point. So by the time they left here, they would have a mandate, appointment, and I said rendezvous, diplomatic better used. They didn't have that one. Because Kai Omu release nearby say they are now trying to meet the Attorney General of Dubai, which it is not possible because you and I know say pa BBC airport was or Kofi Adoma. Kofi o share dinon. Ukraine is say about so new. Say a politician be Ukruma, deputy minister, excuse me. Kragana ha open a Kofi Mfa one day. No akojina Emirates, Abontin Kingdom. Yahaj etwa ono me shy ene ne yiredidi odi ne makroni yase Ghana delegation bomba se ya no beka your friend is NAM1 no nim NAM1 no on take class asem ne da mpachwati ase enti me feel say as a country no much as maybe I'll call it effort was made, but the effort could have been waited for them to build up the process.
But how come yachi NAM1 December 7th yantia till January?
Kofi yanchi NAM1 in my best analysis.
Pa yanchi na oyin. And so Kofi say knew them there no Dubai. Yes, Dubai we hear so Dubai.
Na omukoba he no. Me hu so obi aka say police station we near Koto no.
Ya no yen sources are na wo
any sources ne government sources.
Oh okay. Ghana na for
Kofi wo there no a dream and dreams are free of charge.
Okay.
What I say?
Okay.
Me say the sources of government, the team that went, what are they saying about NAM1? They saw him, yes, we've read, say, they have what? He has volunteered or given a lot of informations. Yate. Where did that take place? Was that in the police cells? Was that in a hospital? Or in a hotel? Or in a restaurant? Kofi, what's your side piece in Ankasa Mayu? And once he Shiano, Yanina Kasa, we managed, he has given us credible information leading to the investigation. Investigations of what? Investigation of his inability to pay Ghanaians, or investigation leading to the ability of his arrest in the future, or investigation leading to how he escaped from Ghana. And these are negotiations, you know. Me patcho AC or fine, AC yourself.
So you still don't believe say NAM1?
I can 300% say, Oma ebiko Oma huno.
Serious.
Kofi, we don't toy with people's feelings. It is so sad what has happened, the scale of it. Yes, it calls for international maybe attention for XYZ. Me wonia me papa me wabusia for more than 4. Kofi kwa mtise so dia kakra kodim.
Baby, me
one vango.
Me investment type na ya na mental.
Okay, and your baba sa investment in type because you know it has reached a crunching stage. Country Ghana, we must open up and educate our people. Makan wo dem ha mesa can be Ghana is full of illiteracy. Anybody can blame it. We have beautiful schools and scholars around the world, but the margin is so they play on the mindset of Ghanaians. You know, the government should use this case. Successive government should use this case and educate
no,
the
but
public.
if you say illiteracy, I've seen the list. I've seen the class of people who invested.
Kofi.
And you know, if you blame this on illiteracy,
Kofi, let me tell you something.
I'll have me too.
Let's talk about investments.
Okay.
Investments. Now, in the case in the Bayern, we've started here in Ponzi. Kofi, the Ponzi scheme are of different varieties. Ponzi schemes are concepts. Most of the concepts were built at the Wall Street. You can go there and buy the concept as a money-making machinery, either to market your product, to commercialize your product, or position your product. It's a concept. Then you take it to your country to practice. When it yields results, that is why you paid for the concept. Until BDA book, it's a Wall Street processor and could be a ton or so therefore, so what kind of investment? One will look at it. Scholars say woman will look at it. Say the juicy aspect and the juicy content of the interest rate, was so alarming in my view because the Ghana regulated. I will be in Sika Koto Treasury bill no crown, no more than 18%. Yeah. The 18%, the person had already been taxed by the Bank of Ghana. Yeah. So you can say its internal revenue had already made their money through that Treasury bill. This is a scheme that somebody, I don't want to know about the compliance and the regularities and how legalities, etc., how he established it. We come there. But what I mean is that he was giving the people who comes with 10,000, for instance, an interest rate of 10%, cashable every month. What does it mean? What it means is that what the 10,000 about the 9,000 at all, or the 1,000 amount, 10%. Multiply 10% by 12 is 120%. That 120%, if we want to go in, we are using this because we have to educate our people for them to understand that excessive expectations of set price margins or profit margins, it leads into danger. So 120%, match it with Ghana Treasury bill, a year 1.something% a month. 1.something% a month. Into a be our G's our revenue nibi. Would you see kakoto? No amount. Every month you amount for 1,000 now, Jenaoji. Nasa ye kunya police record say fraud by fraudulent pretenses. Again, a pretenses, is our buy. The person has already cashed the interest. Then when the person cashed the interest, return on value of investment is the income. That income, any of them, our G's can be, whoever declared, who did declare to internal revenue. Me will be a car said, NAM1 am a bigger interest, commission or interest on my investment. Na me baby to tax, obi to yebi. There be. So the 120% in this respect to Nankasano, Kofi, it was a fraudulent figure. It was a Ponzi scheme. The Ponzi scheme, it seeks to attract something simple. And it said, let the base be strong and the sky is the limit. That is the Pharaohism of the Egyptian concept of pyramid. It's a Pharaoh concept. Let the strong be strong. The base be strong. You can go higher. So when it's coming now, it is very solid. And to break it is very difficult. And then you go through. No? Because when the real case scenario, case in the back court to happen, Kofi, case in the there. Because the people have collected interest. Obi abakas a fraud by fraudulent pretenses, ebe obi or deposit to go on the only in. How many are those? What about those who are 2 years? And what it seeks to attract and say, there's what is called shift in wealth. Maybe to are 10,000, we are 10,000, we are 10,000 at a different date. So when he gives you the 2,000, he shifts your wealth. The other person cash, you shift your wealth. So the base of the money comes to sit at the center. That is the base of the pyramid policy. Let's just more shifted the core. Until at the end of the day, how would that happen?
And the panic never it couldn't happen.
So the people and the government, in my view, they could have taken their time to allow certain conversations, allow certain warnings. Nanke be a payment, nanke koso. Then you help the system for the people to reverse what is called the reversing the entries. Nanke be so onya kababa bedu stage bi a omu nyamfa so no
Atombenyo musika.
Obenya usika na say pay more and then I give your money. Kofi, in any case, if somebody tells you Kofi Adoma, me store na ho ko to gold bra. Na me ton gold in interest ma. Kofi say story na de. I will ask say other no one ton gold no for any interest. So when those who brought gold no eje higher interest, wo mom the real cash e ko to gold nso no ona ono no de market parities, market values, the gold prices of a day, and I know they work with some interest. They got to a point where it became a top class pyramid, and they say, actually, reintroduction. So, maybe the biba, now the Kofi Bano way do be about it leads to increasing
interest.
The interest. Kofi, yeah, boss be about and chance be about a normal journey. Yes, so normal journey will cry. What I said, these are some of the scheme. To some extent, Obi said, "Yeah, the cream yaba, or the sell stomach, about 2 days now, stomach is watching." These are some of the scheme, because who Tobia, that's all the nipper two banon, but Tobia near told you so. What gaining points is a scheme.
Oh, okay, and you also can't move your
in the different commercial transactions, depending the usage of it. Now, mom use with the banking sector, that is the craziness of it. But so more time, the budget, Herbalife, Mamedro, Namonsumato, no Abitobi, they know very well, said, Drew, intimate no man, because we need to be no said, Drew, but by then, also introducing Nipa. Now,
sorry, and say,
products and Debbie, the main use but a bedroom baby, no mabre. Sorry, with the usage of what in the mission, that is not the scheme. And the whole thing is the fact, say, we have to look at some of these things na a bus system ni mono. Na as a country no, the intelligence reports files in. Na kamu trainee, ana money operators na kasasa yeye nisia. Kofi, this thing and the cost so the what's the name? Beninois president Yayi Bone, and in a man call opposition. Oh, because Yayi Bone a year before the election, no, the same scheme call. The people said we are coming to create jobs. And indeed, NAM1, created jobs.
Yeah.
How many people, girls and boys that were in Thai, office were bien habillés, well dressed? To have you, bien habillés, well dressed, nice, very hot.
Bien habillés, friend.
Yes, well dressed. Do you understand? Juma, Muka. So as a president, next will be me creating employment near their dinner. It should have rather been said the state authorities, the intelligence community, the national security BNI. Omna say advice. Oma advice ya ibone. And okojina platform say enkofo oma ba your financial sector. Omso de adwuma ba. Afensu investment no ba no ono awati ade en eyepa. What I say? And obi as a presidency here dia ene onvale obi a ye nyina beko. And omdo muko UM in the end no. Change G's can in an apple will be acquired. I bonnet, Nanko follow. So the Beninois are saying, that policy scheme was for the president, but no innocent. Yeah. About some couple of years ago, about 10 or 15 years ago, in the early 2000s, a big Canadian market. What they were doing is that they took advantage of the market women. On their tomatoes, okay, every day we cost at the Seneca market or some the 100 cedis. Unyam fasos was minya 20, okay, about 30 a day. And the man ton tomatoes in Quanto, or no pana, no the 100 nakoma womb. A drain you might no accord 30. The ton cassava on the capital 400 in a day, no, or the 400 no, the profit margin drain man on the account of the amount. So it became a big thing, Canadian market, that command a man in a dome sikaku on the quiet side. So, almost 1 weekend, not Friday, a holiday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, na mobabe cash. No more boys can no koi. Ghanaian girls who worked with that scheme, no, some of the girls, echo Ghana prisons, because they were the people who received the money on the counter, painfully enough. Meanwhile, Odoko police and other police, they were there, their wives were also robbed by the scheme. And Kofi, the interest rates now, obi de adwuma biba no raising. Those interest rates must be looked at. Now, when compared with the statutory or the state interest rate, does it conform? It is over and above whatness. Now, in any case, taxes net saying obi a wo gi say scheme na waje mo obi an so na say nka Kofi any other can say Ghana gift tax wo ho
no bi entua gift tax
yes so first car from Krana in UK you have to go and pay into mom gi say scam obi atua enti say back case debate never showdown e court interesting times ahead ni nyina no ye because the base he foundated the base well and the sky is the limit Aroko as a nation yenye eyarehosem but yen use this case to educate ourselves.
Does it mean scanoko
there be say or say scano meti say na empemfon bam so wa ton nyama bi na na nko de koji scanaba which I have me problem kakra wa ho because Kofi theoretically natural thinking commonsensically say what de nipa ka e Ghana. Now there was a cry down on the necks and the head. People, as we have been told, say, "Ewu, ebienya stroker." Next was 750 kg of gold, which normally is a big national consignment. Kofi, if you know about gold, running into the region of about $28 million US. Then I says, "Kano, and one friend tia and go for Canada to gold corner bruni because you free unsem." I have my problem with that. And on Tonchain, as we speak. My problem a what delegation a call on say. Semunya an appointment to meet the Emirati Judicial Minister or Minister of Justice. No busam say I cannot dig Ghana ni say. Kofi, that one was not prepared. Nipa 7 no mo the figure be na koye. The make say interpunti mi mamuno. Mo the figure be na koye. As at now that we speak, I expected say as a nation, as a country, enke ya open centers. Commission say, obi okra certificate in a genuinely SR certificate, nyanko form to be chom diagum. Edi bebiano, yenye list, ni intimate total the debt stock of the boy. Ni hu e kwambe ni busanse kwambe na papa yedi betua sakan. Do we know the debt stock? We don't know the debt stock. Only to be told, say, ebi say ne customers in a 1.8 million. ABC customers 1.2 million. ABC is 600,000. Kofi say 1.2 million. It does not mean so the cut system million.
Official platform also no 53,030.
53,030.
Yes, there are other customers but in course of the week you will get those figures and also and
yet the work of Kofi Adoma, it is the work of a certain commission to total the debt stock and then to recognize the people. Now you who say tomorrow Kroban was me property na metonia. The level on how do we do the apportionment and then pay their money or let them redeem something, how would you do it? Because if you don't do that, so will be payer. This is why Papa no Bekruma will be of said will be any offer. It will be a difficult exercise. And here in I am board the system and help the boy, if that is the case, where the money went or where maybe he has some access or he has the money or no. Now confambra ni intuitive. Either than that. It is not correct, and I don't subscribe to the idea say, "Oh, mom, dear does in any country." It is not. In investment, anybody who invested $1 and the one who invested $200, they are of the same level. The only difference between them is the interest of yours is higher than mine. Either than that, it's like ownership. All right.
Before we move into a major summary on this, now we are moving into another issue. But I'm on fact me way, mammy. Val's Day no eba. Meaning say wabwa hopa na enya enuru hono. Say no. Dino se sa ye maybe a chocolate day. Aye boho deura. Say chocolate abeni.
Friend say
Royal or Mama chocolate.
Adding value.
Yes.
Fine,
original cocoa and kasapa 100% cocoa. Very nice. What you trying to say? Oh, the TNA. Ubi so Eshem.
Hey,
tala. Na we didn't so to say oh only mobi or bridge. We say try the chebro ni bi a or your boss we
na dey mad vet am you can try back.
Enter chocolate no. Maybe I'm away
the stones in shishim.
Oh, the style of person or mammy be no stones in shishim. Not just about that, not just say Oh, and
yes, yes, the packaging is fantastic. Yes. Provided say Ghana money free duty free access no bit matter duty free.
Oh, Mama Royal,
but the public should forgive me a chocolate maniac, but
and anything about that yeah. We are Royal or Mama.
Oh, that's nice.
Very nice. And in the packaging, we won't say home or Mama chocolate Ghana. Okay. When you be a wankasa when you be home pass it. A situation so you can because you when you care for crana.
If you see where the chest race for the no.
Oh, more than that cry.
I mean, why are they?
Yeah, into nice. Very nice, very nice. And I went so we feel it, you know. Imagine say office or my banana bet way.
But KOFI the problem is
yeah.
In business wise and see and packaging it here
there be ubeto we no so person the koye
okay
chocolate na nkasa o
betimi ataba yes I will say the cost no be too much
so person oto we no
I agree
a gift na o de shame de komo obi a
why are there
your packaging is very nice tu kwan ya woni mo bi o Ghana o ba o gwa so na o kwa na wato bi na o de akwa akwache efe pa o be hu say wa ba Ghana yani nti o mama say de o mama so de so o te o mama ase obi o di mu ankasa and your friend or mama, you do a your mama where he and person we did the akan. And I don't know. And yeah, easy. Yeah, very nice, pal. And the Bomadia, we are made in Ghana. Young support made in Ghana. Correct one, I say a person above for them. Means uncle for commando. If I for more than Branafi.
Whenever you're grinding or climbing and the energy's low, rolling, moving and grooving and the things go slow, whether chilling with your lover or on fire for dough, if you need a break, holla, bite, smile and flow. Mama Royal chocolate is the way to go. From 100% premium Ghana cocoa. For work, friends, family, oh that's for sure. Mama Royal chocolate, hey, give me some more.
Delicious.
Incredible edible happiness. Cocoa Ashenum. It's your Mama Royal chocolate, dear. It must be the world's richest real chocolate made from 100% premium Ghana cocoa. For bulk purchase, ring 0501 322 584. That's 0501 322 584. For the family and friends and workmates too. Mama Royal, Mutsu.
Delicious.
No, don't move me bien.
KTA Mobile, KTA Mobile, technology worth sharing.
It's the future.
So wo pen computer school be boawo teachers no wa abotre no betimi a kire wa eno an Islam technologies. Omu US ni abrochire de number betimi reach ni 571 379 8933. Number ni 571 379 8933. Ghana so the number ni 054 687 5600. Number ni 054 687 5600.
Chocolate ne de Mr. Wa unyanya bibia na wo se o mama so wo mo number no o mama Royal chocolate papa as I say ya de aba Ghana no enti you know pani I will have a wrap up on this one. One, you don't believe NAM1 has been arrested?
I have my doubts.
You have your doubts
because stories now bani na communicate no and man share police station or and man who prisons or and we and man who restaurant room share neither the hotel. And I'll ask myself, so Oma has a hotel bedroom koto no.
Maybe almost rest more communicate here Ghana for Dubai e be Russia ko.
In any case, say Ghana for Dubai be Russia and now Oman Russian. What difference does it make? The difference was that if they really meant business and you meant business of state intelligence, you don't advertise anybody's arrest. I've yet to see a country where all country will be advertising. Before some Emirates, flight take it to Kuala out. And if you do that, It shows the kind of our rush into the microphone and then our rush for the television cameras to be interviewed to show CIA Juma. And I'm not restricting this only to MPP, NDC. All of them are yesadi winner. Until when it happens on matters be NTSR, there are a lot of fine professionals who understand some of these international dynamics. Omon consulto, it makes nothing. Yeah. But as I've said, we should not position ourselves say you're supposed to be mawa. You become a spontaneous intelligence person, SIP, instead of being what. It doesn't happen like that. Your problem no as a country.
Yeah, moving on to our next issue. Anas Aremia Anas, nobody pa, you know, is it
Swale?
Swale, yeah. Okay, what more pronouncing is saying?
Swale,
yeah. Yaboni tuekumno. A international issue now because the international BBC report to other international platforms report to about the killing. How does it put Ghana on the international way? No, say, is it giving us a bad name? Because captions and maybe say the young man who investigated Ghana football, the young man. But the statement Abbas is here from the Ghana police, and it's one. The statement is on your screen. We'll try and get you to go through. But basically, you know, one, bisa Canada Japan questions. Or what I say, or question no, I interrogate no. At the same time, question yantechi, and also more I interrogating the same. And also bisa no and semba you know about this same killing. What you can't hear no then about him before we move into the international dimension.
Okay, first let me speak about my faith as a Muslim.
Okay.
He's a Muslim.
Yeah.
So the first thing is any Muslim, regardless of whatever happened, ceremony be at least your umpire your body man.
Okay.
So I'm Busiani, I know Busiani. I still have to pray for the soul.
Okay.
Because within our religion, is death.
Okay.
But that's how on for to some extent, depending on said the beer usu. But then I'm seeing him and now nim baby or calling him. So I to say you see unya or a Muslim. Spend time and pray for the soul. So I did that. It means that nobody prays so obibewu. But naturally, you never call. Whichever way it's called, who knows? Until for the incident is quite regrettable, and I feel it's a bit shocking in any forms. And I would personally condemn it in all manners. It's only cowards who behave such a way. Until another feel say, like you said, I take it international dimension.
Yeah.
Yes, because of the nature and then the kind of the operations are no undercover operations. And this is that is very disturbing.
Okay.
Ghana is not noted for some of these things. On your program, you can't security once more countries.
Yeah.
Indeed, it's not a country with the worst security record. Not. But now, gradually, no, Ghana register as one of the notorious killing nations. What do I say?
Okay.
If you look at it, say proper calculations, for the last 10 years or the last 15 years, assault on women, killing, acid, this, that, battery, it happens too much regular. That was not the face of Ghana.
Okay.
Coupled with the facts, Kofi, a country, you need one insurgency operations. Because your target beyond someone. You need jihadism, you need Islamism, you need all forms of rough and bad terrain systems a fight against the security. But gradually in Ghana, as we speak now, you have a higher scale of banditry. We are a banditry, because you need a group
banditry.
Say that's a better. Say you and someone for they are bandits.
Okay.
Obokrono, obetima kum nipa, obetima bu nipa, obetima torture nipa, obetima kidnap. And no near bandits.
Okay.
And the Ghana no gradually you build the bandits. This has to do with our institution that is subject to take care of intelligence, how they scale the cases. Kofi eno obi koji obabi asuma adekra wo esumbi mu a, the case file is an armed robber. Obi kohwe say legon ladies be and this will no kosan okotwe no mu china yes say by armed robber. Into the qualification of the particular crime, any the description of the crime no, ama your investigations and the intelligence system are distorted. And I think say it's about time for us to employ more of intelligence to go into such matters. These are matters called investigative matters. But what I say? Because if we have with a country are concentrating more on efficiencies in intelligence, this case up to today no certain lead would have been out by now.
But lead Ghana Fennec Kwakase manager ebonitu till now.
And then I make sure say we are not concentrating on intelligence. The policing are two different kinds. That is why even you go to the police system, the professional intelligence unit. Does that mean say the other police they are not intelligent? Intelligence is specific and with a certain degree of knowledge to go into such matters. Tracing and tracking, because I'm say other case in CN yet say boy be my accountant, how I'm conform better saloon, all those things. So how could that happen and the people go? Now back to Nipa interrogate you.
Yeah.
Fine. Interrogation is a normal thing. Calling somebody to interrogate of certain the story a follow up during the Mr. Nyantechi
at number 3
number 12 uprising any certain remarks. So it is commonly appropriate. Say at least the people too must have. So me one free woman and now one free be no interrogate woman no musa. It does not give him the clearance and the clarity on the mind of the amount for say nipa nukwana adina obi to. At least they gave them a fair chance. Also the police to ask them, let them explain. But we should not exert our energies and synergies on say nipa bi any suspect say case in Bible. In any case, say nye wenkone alnas investigating a year why work away.
Okay.
Inti yabeka say judges no so no yebe interrogate woman. Yebe roll back the carpet and interrogate the other people no. Inti if you want to do the catchment, next you throw net in there, you thrown wider. But you have to zoom in on investigating such a matter with high level of intelligence. Employ the services of officers, the homicide, either than that, like you said, Fennec, you can count a number.
MPI.
Any MP, okay, a Bank of Ghana, a commercial bank, so painful.
Have you seen Auditor General work about Horn Temaport,
you see, so all the time, no, but the moment that I did not care, no, the next is that police will do all what possible to bring the perpetrators in book. That is the message. At the end of the day, no, now you're wobbling. Na case, no, you're torture. The next time no be the same statement, erotics and then communicate naba. I'm just pleading, say, it is still undoubtedly one of the safest countries on the continent of Africa. Take it or leave it. But the level of banditry, our usage of searching criminals, so be the pen, no the ashana, no akwakoju be telephone. Please, you who say, no, you to me friend robbery cases, so that they will be able to deal with what is called a robbery case, what is called a murder case, and what is called a thievery.
As I'm robbery, abusing one.
It is completely, totally abused.
But if you are armed, if I have a pen and I point my pen to you. I'm armed.
In the context of I'm armed. I'm armed with my hand. Is that what we are saying? Kofi, say me ho den cheo. Makoye macho ne she me body na me yo kon na me jo adia. Am I not armed? I'm out physically. That is not how it is. You and I know when we're talking about armed robbery, standoff, exchange, then you can call armed robbery. And international call baby jurisdictions like United States are almost scale of the crime. What I say?
Okay.
Say obi kotri obi asumadia I say 3 months. It's categorized. Inti yenya saadie no na yenfa officers now as a country yen spending much money or money to train officers such intelligence reports no ombetima follow. Kofi there can opa hwe a newspaper reportage say car bo obi abroche sisia na be news atema swale oko the story is a dead story.
Yeah, another story by catastrophe.
Oh, Ghana story bebe china. And I'm saying your case casio aponchi go to be our pregnant na car bono it to cover the story. And what are your priorities? That is why some of us we say the country we have a certain level of nemebia because we don't want to learn and we don't want to change our system. So it makes it very difficult. Kofi, seriously, it's difficult to understand certain things. Kofi, share a mema omu prepra ema ukrumha. Ko police station na ko hwe. Aba said yes severe oba. And what happens in the end? You share acid you will so na the system, let me call it a policing system. No matter what I say, na monkoka na momra na mepache na mofa case nko. Because certain families will be hurt in the process. Na mu jana me kwa, do you think say another man so ya osuro? Ye pray nipa ye twa oba so, ye twa na so, Kofi, or ye condemned to the end. In life, onya na so no biem. Yes, ye busu ase monkoka. Who does that? Which country does that? And people are doing some of these things with a high level of impunity. When you drive a bit or they can't go for school for crimes, yes, so uncle that can see woman, near Cocan if you ask them. No, I call ye 1,000 their mabuseni, or couldn't you pay 1,000? It doesn't make sense. Find the person will pay, imprison the person.
Let's with international dimension a case we take here let it be a site here. Enfane say America. The enfane localizing the kakra MPB or what America.
Congressman.
Actually the akwa koma omo parliament say be ya NAM say the honorable member Canada Japan can ye in a way nipa odne mfoni eto TV so ye kuninti no be ya ye ntwenasu emema ne ma America. And I say, I'm finding way in America and China. In diplomatic circles, and saying it here, a man mind kita it me banisa.
Well, first and foremost, will be a congressman and as will be a parliamentarian or Ghana. Or any party seminar or quite say obit my China dream. And I'll take it as one of them.
Okay.
But if say United States Congress and the CASA and all petition Ghana. And now say omu petition directly to the person they are making mention of. It's a different thing. There's an individual be now or no China. You have somebody also with the United States Congress on Zubeka say but you want the balance.
Okay.
What I mean is it will be anywhere of such kind there you will be added. And the people will be China. It take international dimension how dream say Ghana so you do that kind of daylight robbery, not robbery, killing in the open eyes of the Ghanaian and the people. Rush hour at that time. Say ni petimi di boni jani. That is what I'm saying. Say our intelligence system no aba low. The international dynamics no another dimension a bit taking there. A bit taky. But what I mean is that individuals are allowed to make their comments. But the country no cannot take the whole burden. But the country can take the burden of its inefficiencies in terms of intelligence.
Okay.
Because in matters like this, we want to see the proof and the worth of our intelligence system. Say bitima fish it out. Yes, so that public and people will be what I say, advice, and I say they warn themselves, say, I do we had the cry a betcho. Other than that, some motto a typical Colombiana system. Colombiana Peru money those places, you know. Any excuse me, Argentina mo. And now who daylight on a motorbike, what I say, shooting somebody aside whilst the whole public will be watching. It's so sad. It's too grievous. But what I say, you need Sergeant Waha. And for it to get to Ghana, Kofi, I'm not secured, you are not secured. Nobody is secured. Because the person can do it and go. By then, panic reaction. Medina area, our brothers and sisters from police service unit, you know, as we take advantage, I just go for Mutu. Mutu no mjini, it was given back to them. Now, one on what Jimmy or not to Tuakum Nipoti Motonson, no as the motor in them street. So, meanwhile, we didn't even know the motor number. We didn't know how they left. And it is a bit worrying. And the international dimension they are taking. But as a country, we have to do our PR, we have to do our homework to show, say, okay, international community neka. They are saying because Omo saying him say, and something would have been done by now. That does not mean so Omo need dead cases up to now, Omo to find out. High profile one, Omo to find out. But at least they do and they make the effort. Your effort to know should not only be restricted on interview. Say police PR, Bekasa. Now we are Bekasa. Now we are Bekasa. Now we are Bekasa. 1 week, yes, a camera be a woo. No. That case in the Kofi, yeah. But Ghana has slipped into a higher class banditry nation. And that is quite worrying. You know, one of the reasons is that Shayenye to the body politicians, the two parties, MPP, NDC, now omu use the terminology of vigilante. As if say country ha yini bibia. Do you know what is called vigilante group? Vigilante obota ko gina ekoda ni fi. Obi oye vigilante. Yetimu so we vigilante. Lower down the unnecessary description of things they do not understand. Because when you do that, you are overheating the ports. And Ghana's port is being overheated. Because the intelligence reports, the intelligence community, no, ebia omo noso, and I say they themselves, no, and then so Mati said they are well resourced. But it has to be translated and be shown in matters like this. Indeed, so
one issue, take a political dimension, kakra, because MP whom yes, what photo at TV so, and you know, members of parliament and a press conference minority, say privileges committee, so say Ghana, Obedru Ghana, privileges committee veterans Africa, and when you oppose for just say, and when you know, because minority not take that stand, you know, MPP for so take another stand. I say, okay, hence you defend it. And it should be about Ghana and then you take that dimension.
Prior to this, Swale dead, Nyamiman baby panda. Sir, now, one of the guys are issue in Barnes. So I'm so
poison or no for here, but I know.
Sir, a warning now, you understand? It is as a state, you know. And only the question is he saying
that guy, you know, on Nana, it was believed to say, or ma, on a Canada, Japan.
Therefore, why did we as a nation keep quiet? And to say, keep quiet one more. Why is it not? Say, Obisuso and Jane say, Ebia onosusu gangs, and now also cruise. A best suspect to say, a year, we say so. And yes, I know never yet banditry gang in America. So why so moment man chubia? Look at it from now on. Ever happen, which is I do you, you do me, I do you. because onu we say ni be 3 4 5 months
Debi.
onu ni dia na silent but sinki timi chi obi a or poison no a enke be send certain warning ya nchi obi a na we susu group no abenti obi be ka se ebi a omu susu na abekum we it is quite possible ebi so na nye wo mu a ebi susu a na possible say cases bi kura na ebi a say the honorable Kennedy Japan kan yi ebi quite it has nothing to do in my view or no and I say Mr. Nyantechi nothing to do with any of them but serially your other cases susu a o ma yes investigation I'm talking about the anach unit the PI for no aye ebi afa na nkofo bi susu no aye den o susu am o musem send will pay back. All this one is an intelligence related issue. Inti yesi timichi ne who the motives behind either than that. KOFI unsolved mystery. Your MP dani dem. Ye kukuno. Ne yiri ofi abusua oho we oho up to today. Yentima ma leading to the killing of that particular MP. Oko case in isi saying investigation to be continued until today. What I say, that is where we have our biggest problem. The intelligence gap leading to arrest of such sophisticated cases, you know, are very low, leading to the fact they say, you know, you form banditry gangs. And then a serious issue. The issue of the Colombia, the issue of Peru, the issue of Ecuador, the issue of the Latin and Central American states. And part of Asia red lions. China will be, Russia will be. So slip into data. It is very delicate. It's not about whom they have interviewed or whom they've interrogated. They can interrogate the whole Ghana. But bottom line is what comes out of that interrogation. Now I feel so you reduce the strength, the energies, and then the activeness of the police communications in matters of intelligence. Kofi asem kitwe bi aba de wachina na mo Kofi aduma na dika na de Mike akodua na no asem say na aba na adwene ho say na okasa. Can't police work without necessarily bowing down to the pressure of the public say mo meka bibi mi enti na wo mo say gaga enti nipa no or start so okwa then it takes him along. The end of the canting for the demon no adwane.
I'm very sad and uncle swallow at the buy. Everyone should have guns in their rooms so that is a level on so the what's MP is killed, killer arrested, still can't get to the bottom of the case. Why it's actually don't know. No yachini ya style Michael. Nana Equia Asem Keka was a whole American state have only one identification card, but my country Ghana has more than 10. So any day Asemo. And okay, if I was nothing is being done to all these people causing major crimes in Ghana. Sad and dangerous country and as I Ghana mobile they can general and what they buy Teddy or say Amwakon say because Ghanaians don't have identity card and identity card they mean baby national ID not well we pray was in no structure nana queer as I'm nana queer there was a Colombia, Mexican, Brazil now you say one day bano Saviola done and what they and buy what's about Ghanaians are so afraid to demonstrate. I don't know why. JQ Hammer was it the guy who killed the MP said it's Kennedy who hired him to kill him, but the country is quiet because it has been a political issue. I don't remember so I said Kennedy. Musa Dean. No, he actually don't never mention Kennedy. And okay, was he money runs Ghana? Who is can kwadi a bit me will be no to put for canal for but for a champion was KOFI, can these many prophets in Ghana come out and tell them who is behind these killings? But for a champion, well, Ombeka say be a besi, but ayo omon kanipana waye. As you do a mercy, now the toy one was if Ghanaians don't vote NDC and MPP out. Vigilante, the Abakoswa, no more than talk about Ghana. positive Terry Wills and what they no buy was wow, people are really watching quietly, not even a comment. Okay, do baby na just at no so you na comment be but new any panel so task more than 2,000 obia share and all can ho asem no. Was a Ghana yare o. When you have the American is a Ghana yare Emmanuel sa akode edu. Was let's stop politics and change our ways. Ghana will work again. Simple. Ekuya jemfua amampene ena wade ene eba ye ena we say we want more security measures. Samini security there bebre na but slam technologies womo eboa etete omanfo technology mu so pese usua computing ne ho nyoma nyina no a womo eben womo America womo bie nkrabata no abie campus ewo Ghana yewie ne ebo mo ad na for mo number na fa obakobi na wetumi ayi adwuma wa America na ayi adwuma wa Ghana ba bia pese oyi adwuma bia online courses no so ho a obetumi aye bi sanso ena KTA mobile yada mo ase mobile phone papa obenya bi wo Amazon ukwa just type KTA obenya phones no Ghana ni ena waye o America na dwuma o bo no nya dwuma ketwa eni to phones bi na yemfa support Ghana for ye ho sanso ena as usual yen latest o mama royal chocolate papa just our WAHAB di interview nyina na mo say the aka no right don't worry we mo be aka wo mo ekura ya say sanso and some estates open dan atumi adamu Ghana ha elder samolani ebe ma dan papa na watumi ediwuti atumu na afi kwa FS immune booster papa a wonya bia ebetumi aboa ama wanyi ache boa enu abema ba ko ne kidney say ekura so no bi no why revived ache se ne ho atono a ahoden atumi aba. What's KOFI? We should investigate into good database, fingerprints, and honest security men. David Kobe. David, me no here adwen. Oko Dubai say now your police in now che obi a build a record. Until chia do level be na country who say very patriotic. We now kwa hu jemu abronsan ya de amam. Ghana had no ye we now be atamfo. Tino I say officers no bambu kakra ni ade but other areas no basobo no koso ne kwanya ya faso. I understand Ghana fingerprint data we no cry
KOFI omunye
it's a problem.
Yeah, baby the
Was a great job, KOFI. You are doing an outstanding job. Okay, fun what they ever. Was it too much sense will kill our WAHAB? The Nyansan when Papa was a Manganjano, too much sense. It can kill you. Emmanuel Saint Osuansa. More comments wrong. Let's see who sense and a door so do. Was I need some chocolate KOFI or America? I see do I messy. I said do I for my number no. When you be all Ghana no about they just catch and say pet or mama if say oh your mama poor mama chocolate nibi. More trade fair. What do you do trade fair? Who do WAHAB some more signpost ni say him ho wura mu a o say nayak hono just say more almost like African prints near the baby. But just pick their number from one be deliver at the amount chocolate. Papa na said you must say on package in there. Wedding be crowd between me to was here. Na VIP for na bano. But when you see any chance will be a cocoa so na kese Ghana you won't say quiet anymore. Say oh Ghana Michael Okran and what they buy. Was it the way Ghana politicians do politics, you know? I can't hope Magana, bread only their pockets. NDC MPP, your time is up. Fabulous and next to and what they buy. I say I'm watching this show live from Saudi Arabia. Okay, Awal Mohammed. Awal yachia Saudi for and so enina. And have the interview. This is my interview. In Komwa yedi no yede one, let me pick your thoughts in bullet points. Union is actually NAM1.
No.
You don't believe so actually NAM1. You think it's a bit of the hotel and
Obi a bit my them say you would go near that.
I'm a refugee. The move to Dubai, do you think it's strategic? Knowing say Ghana ne Dubai needs extradition way no.
I will not know the researcher or your answer, but I'm aware say it's a destination, a business destination or coho.
Okay.
And it might have happened, it could have happened, say, it happened by the way.
Okay.
But it is also possible, say, he also researched on and knew what he wanted to do. It matters like this. Because I still have my strongest question, which I believe, say, the issue of say na ordinary nema koma ubi 750 kg no kojinisika. And say any pan was 750 kg and already free chrome hako. Then the value of $28 million. So $28 million into nankintimi ntua ne debt stock no hana. Na fensu no yen Attorney General Department any the Ghanaian system na ekoho ID case na chede na ba no. Me pacho ye de ne ba sika sen e no obetua ama Ghana for na Ghana for de ka or de omu ka sen.
Yenim.
Nipa dodo sen no de omu ka. Let's leave interest aside. But nipa dodo sen pa no de omu ka. Enti say or modern ba no ye de ne ba let's scan kra no or this so the $10,000 kra ni kra na obecha me nipa dodo sen. And what next? Because if you say we didn't kokotuma, what you say? Paying for the crime or paying for what he has done. But so many 10 years, white collar crime, let's will pay Babontina. Are the people still being compensated?
No.
No. So what I mean is that it should be at this time a strongest warning of all any magnitude, with all what it deserves, the attention say. Never no more maybe the system, the Ghana, the banking sector, mube jai ama certain things be on. Ne du baby afena. Like utie the political speeches because oh DKM diane de. And I'm say na a year regulated in intino. Abaya fakani utia. Come on. Come on. Apa kolebu still la ma woda form. Obi akwa ne private investment. Na obi asan wo chi no. Yaje ni sika de ko. Abansa ni de metua. Meanwhile, o kolebu teaching hospital. De oyare na mu da form. Oba deliver a day baby or ne akra ni na da block cement so. Ne maami okohwe no so da form hobi. When do we draw these curtains down?
Yes. Auction cars, I hope I saw talk America. Na say Canada, bomadi ane form number no. One better car no, e be drew Ghana ha na oni wo mo etimi akona fefefe. Enti no bomadi ne fa wo mo e number no na oni wo mo eni enkomo. Na Jobin say Kofi stop confusing yourself. Nkomo is still interview, asking questions. Me say nkomo ni edi. Enye interview na me at the intimacy, me interview. Wasn't NAM1 did this due diligence? Why? Hey, or you smart pa bafwe champon and or de no a buyer. Sanso and a Ghana mat a platform between me atoniama also and into co online ne search Ghana mat to between send the credit. Per se we bia per se atoniama bre o manfo fia Ghana mat between me ama osa kwan no na wetumi atoto niama no nyina e wo ho ne deliver e wo fie e de amount. Unya problem bia won so ekura yasen and a lawyer for wo ewo UK and to do UK na wo immigration challenges bia na fa wo number ohunu wo screen na say oni wo mo eni nkomo mo ye Ghana for wo mo immigration mra na se pa ti wo betumi aboa amwo hunu kwan betumi atotu anamo wo bi na tete wa eni wo mo ni nkomo na wo mo entumi emmoa ewo sa kwan no eso se wo hunu se ye interview ni ye no tuntum so say no a na che say ye nkomo a emu edu pa interview ni nkomo na confuse face so we say ye wo tuntum so ya na ke say esu esu na ye de ensem no e de amount said ye etie ti ye de nkomo no nyina no e ba awieye na ye de o esia eja WAHAB ye da se pa
Kofi medase nana mi bisa ade baako se ne NAM1 yes or aircraft bi ho
private jet no
in a way
ye tietie mu yes sa wo han
Kofi then again this is also to tell us Kofi se ye hwe niam bi because ebi su beka se time na ne private jet no baaye no quote unquote.
Yeah.
And they increase the tally of the investors. And I said, very simple put. Aircraft are almost leasing out. Nigeria, Abuja, and Lagos. Se ode backroom ha. Se kofi wedding yedi kujawa. Se machine take off within the West African sub-region, except Dakar. $30,000 from Abuja to Ghana, a tour. Ojin 1 month, pilot with private jet, or the $15,000 a month. Nico pilot, second officer and second officer, or the $10,000 a month, which is 25. Aircraft biani yama 1 stewardess, that is flight attendant back a year company in India, only $4,000 a month. India 29. So the flight in Besoko to Kanu and tour a $15,000 a day in tour. No ama officers in hotel no matter. Enti kofi so bia timi koji aircraft. Na di Besoko to Ka airport. Na menu mienu Ghana fo nyina dede utu di Kokumasi at $30,000 a day obetua. But one to a 15,000. Se me ame print sticker se me din Kofi Aduma TV. Kofi omu de babo ho ama. Sticker. U contract ni sa anaso service nsa ni awaya free home. Enti say as a country ye be educate ye ho sa niam we say ho. Ni ahwese because a lot of people had considered say obi a owo jet there worst case scenario no ye be turn to aka. Benya bia aircraft no okotoka ho anase ya parking or port. Or port and airport.
Ayo. Young baby.
This is an only country that you can tell Ghanaians say the place to park a ship is at the airport. And the place to park an aircraft is at the port. And people will believe. Nyame any now.
That's about a month for say unim de na yacht so kakra na wan ha eh say ehwe kungo wo de de nim de
ko me na na entertainment.
Oh okay. And intia. I say I love this man and I seen as some. Yes, was hey people's money NAM1. They are some good work Mr. Kofi that's Peter Paradise. Hey Peter, tell on catch it. Was say so help me God Ghana. And also and yede yenkomo a yede brɛ no yede esi so hu say wotuntum so say no a na ke sensem no mu edu na ke say ayeden esu but me so here with YouTube I click on the subscribe button no esu ni nyina na ya na yenye ne live nti bi a wonya no Facebook but obi a wahwe esu your first one and second one nyina no with YouTube and nti no ko YouTube a obehu say ewo ho the figures ni padodo are investing in men's gold. The number of accounts, the amount of money, nina detailed. Anye conjecture facts ankasa. My state nina oko YouTuber was a KOFI TV ubehu ewo na wetumi ahwebi. So you understand. In business, at the point it went bad. Any details I'll be giving you part 2. May change some other documents be. Na mama no so etumi esu ede amount. On behalf of the team, Yadosia.
Computer school wow teachers no WAHAB no betimi achire wa NAM1 Islam Technologies US ni abrochire de number betimi reach ni 571-379-8933 number ni 571-379-8933 Ghana so the number ni 054-687-5600 number ni 054-687-5600.
Whenever you're grinding or climbing and the energy's low, rolling, moving and grooving and the things go slow, whether chilling with your lover or on fire for dough, if you need a break, holla, bite, smile and flow. Mama Royal chocolate is the way to go, from 100% premium Ghana cocoa. For work, friends, family, oh that's for sure. Mama Royal chocolate, hey, give me some more.
Delicious.
Incredible edible happiness. Cocoa Ashenum. It's your Mama Royal chocolate today. It must be the world's richest real chocolate made from 100% premium Ghana cocoa. For bulk purchase, ring 0501 322 584. That's 0501 322 584. For the family and friends and workmates too. Oh Mama Royal, I won't count with you.
Delicious.
No, don't mommy be.